Hi guys! Today it's time for me to share my annual makeup collection and vanity tour. I'm so excited. I love filming these videos every year. If you, like me, are a little bit nosy and you like to peek around at other people's makeup collections, then you're in luck because we are going to be going through every drawer of my collection today. I'll show you all my products. Before I take you into my collection, let me take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Luisa. You guys have heard me talk about Luisa many times. We've been working together for years at this point. They make my favorite jewelry, and they're currently having their biggest sale of the year for Black Friday. Their entire website is up to 35% off. So I want to show you the pieces that I have on today. I have 3 new ones I wanted to show you. So first up is this ring. This is a mood ring, and I am obsessed. I love this thing. I've been wearing it like every single day since I got it. This is probably my favorite color that it turns. It's like this gorgeous sapphire blue right now, but it also sometimes turns this like green and purple color. It's so pretty. And then on this hand, next to my Aura ring, I have on the Cody and Stephanie silver rings stacked. I love that combo. And then my necklaces today, I love the way these go together. So this is the Laura Bold chain necklace. And then under that, I have on the Ina Bold silver. I love this style of necklace. I think it's called a herringbone necklace. I love the way it like sits on your skin. It almost looks like a snake or something. And then my earrings today, this is another pair that I've had for a few months now. These are the Rox small hoops. I love them because they look like a little chain link, and so they match perfectly with this chain necklace. I have so many favorites from Ana Luisa, and what I love the most about them is how long lasting they are. They're water resistant, tarnish resistant, they're all humidity tested as well, really high quality, and their pieces all come with a 2-year warranty. So if you're doing any holiday shopping, I think Ana Luisa would make such a beautiful, thoughtful gift for any jewelry lover in your life. And for a limited time, they are having up to 35% off their website for Black Friday. If you are a member of their subscription program called AL Luxe, you can benefit from extra discounts, exclusive early access to sales and pieces, and an additional 5% off. So for example, during this Black Friday sale, AL Luxe members get 35% off. Definitely recommend checking out Ana Luisa for all your jewelry needs, whether it's for you or a loved one. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into my makeup collection. So this is my desk and vanity. It's also where I do my editing. I use it as my computer desk. I would love to eventually have a separate desk to use as a computer desk, but we don't really have space for one, so I make this work. It definitely gets a little bit crowded, but you know, it works. I do really like the desk though. It's from Wayfair. It was pretty inexpensive. I've had it for about 2.5 years now, and it's held up quite well through a couple of moves even. The only thing I don't love about it is that I wish the drawers came out all the way. There's like so much space back there that you can't really access. I think they do still sell that one though, so I will link it below. And then I also have a set of Alex drawers that I thrifted in Seattle for $15. One of my proudest thrifting moments, I would have to say. This, however, is an Alex 4 drawer, so it has the 3 small drawers and then one really deep file type drawer that I use for palettes and a few other things. That is the setup. By the way, this is Tala. She's in her pineapple. Then I have my perfume collection, which I've been starting to get back into. Then on top here, I have an absolutely overflowing basket of palettes. I will be filming a separate palette collection video because there's way too many to get into in this video. This is where I keep my current palette basket. I rotate this along with my everyday makeup drawer. In here, in this basket, I have new products from PR that I am still testing that I'm not really sure if they're going to stay permanently in my collection because they're kind of in this like purgatory stage. To steal a term from Hannah Louise Poston, this is like the purgatory bin of PR makeup because I really try to be picky about what PR I actually bring into my collection. I have my brushes over here. This came from TJMaxx years ago. Little sponge holders. These look like egg holders, but they're really cool because they allow the sponge to breathe and dry because it's like ventilated all around. I use those for my sponges and my powder puffs. So these 2 drawers here in the desk I use as my everyday makeup drawers. This one is for face products and this one is for eye and lip products. These I rotate out about once a month. I do a complete refresh and then pick out a bunch of new things to add in from my Alex drawers. That allows me to just rotate through my entire collection because I do have a sizable collection. So let me first show you what I currently have in these drawers. Some of the items in here I shopped my stash for, and then some of them are new from my Sephora haul. Here I have base products, the primer that I'm almost done with. You can see there's like tiny bit left in there, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Really want to work towards using up all my primers and then never having primers in my collection ever again. Then here I have two mini sunscreens that I got as Sephora Point Perks, the Fenty Skin and the Supergoop Glow Screen. I have a sample with probably like one use left of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Then I have my current rotation of foundations here. We have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, the CoverGirl Skin Perfector Essence. I feel like my skin's been a little bit too dry for this recently, but been loving the ColourPop, and I've also been loving trying out the Fenty Eavesdrop Skin Tint. Really enjoying this so far. It is so smoothing, and I just love the finish on the skin. Then I have the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum and the NYX Pro Fix Stick, my #1 concealer corrector combo for the under eyes. By the way, all of these acrylic containers are from Dollar Tree in this drawer. That's where I get most of my storage. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in Nude Kiss. I love this. I have used a ton of it. I really want to hit pan on it. I'm also testing out, there's some new stuff in here that I got from my Sephora haul. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in Light. Really enjoying this so far. It is stunning. Got the Oma Contour and Highlight Stick in White Pearl. Trying to use up the contour this year. The NYX Sweet Cheeks is one of my absolute favorite blushes of all time. I love this shade for the fall. In a similar package, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Blush Wand in the shade Pillow Talk. It has a different applicator than the NYX. This one has like a cushion and the NYX has a doe foot. I've only used this a couple of times so far, but I have really enjoyed it both times. And I also have Pillow Talk in the Beauty Light Wand, which is a highlighter. These came in a duo, like a holiday duo, and I snatched it up. Really glad I did, because I've been wanting to try this formula for a long time. Also in the sale, I got the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush in Vision. Really enjoying this too. I really treated myself in the blush department. Under there, I have the Patrick Ta Blush Duo in Not Too Much. So far, I don't know how I feel about this. In some instances, I feel like it is too much, you know? The cream is really pigmented. I like that it has this clear lid over it so that it doesn't get powder mixed in. But even though it looks nice and light, it's actually kind of deep it's very pigmented. So maybe you just have to be light-handed with it. Yeah, I need to keep experimenting with that. Then I have some face powders here. This is another new one to me, the Tower 28 Get Set pressed powder in Palisades Pink. It's the kind of really subtle pink that I love. I love that it's not too bright in your face bubblegum pink. It's beautiful. Then I have the CoverGirl pressed powder in Fair, which I just recently repressed because it is almost done. One of my all-time favorite drugstore pressed powders. I really like this powder, just not the packaging. The Huda Beauty, this is the mini of the Easy Bake loose powder in Pound Cake. I really like this formula. It's another very smoothing, blurring powder. Then I have the Jones Road The Best Blush in Sandy. This is such a pretty soft, pinky nude color. Stunning. I love the compact packaging as well. The NYX Buttermelt Bronzer in Buttercup. I use this as a blush actually because it's just the perfect bronzy blush shade. I like it more as a blush than a bronzer. Another favorite, the Fenty Bronzer in Into Sun. And then another favorite, the Nambla Skin Glazing Highlighter in Privilege. Such a gorgeous peachy champagne. And here I have my setting sprays. This is the JLo Glow and Get It Hydrating Mist. I actually think I'm going to move this to my bathroom because it's running low and I feel like I would rather use this as more of a skincare step than a makeup step. I don't love the way it looks on top of makeup, so I would instead use it as more of like a hydrating toner under my moisturizer. I think I'm going to do that actually, so I'm going to move this out of here. So that leaves this one lonely setting spray, but this is my absolute favorite, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I've already used so much of this and it's just the best. Then in this drawer, I have eye and lip products. I also have a little container of like hair clips and jewelry to put on when I am getting ready, pencil sharpener, eyelash curler, and then here I have in this container, I have my 3 eyeshadow primers, the Kaleidos Tone Activator, the Milani Eyeshadow Primer, and the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I don't know, I feel kind of equally about all 3 of them, to be honest. I want to work on an eyeshadow primer showdown, so these 3 will definitely be included. Let me know if there are any others you would be dying to hear a review on. And then the rest of this container is brow products. I've also accumulated several brow gels. I have the Patrick Ta, the NYX Brow Glue in Taupe, the Rare Beauty Brow Gel, and the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Gel in Taupe. I'm also thinking about doing a brow gel showdown. I think those are the next 2 showdowns I want to do. I've done a lot of sunscreen ones, but I want to branch out now and do other categories. And these are both categories where I am actively kind of searching for the best one. So I'm excited for both of those. It'll take some time for sure. Sometime in 2025. those videos will come. Then the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen, I use this every single day. It's probably my most frequently used makeup product out of my entire collection at this point. I pair it with any of those brow gels, and it just gives the nicest fine hair-like stroke in a shade that looks so natural on me, so huge fan of this. And I have just some spoolies in there. Then in here I have mascaras and cream shadows. I'll kind of take it out and show everything. So in here I have my Surratt cream eyeshadow in the shade Green Dew. It's a beautiful smoky taupe shade. I also have some new to me liners in there. The Tower 28 one liner in Draw Me. You can use it as an eyeliner or a lip liner or a cheek product. I mostly use it as eyeliner, but it's really nice for a deep brown lip. And then the Fenty Fly Liner in Big Truffle is the perfect, truly brown liquid liner. Love it. Then I have these two, the Hard Candy Eye Def Metallic Shadow in, I believe, the shade Crystal. It's a light purple shimmer liquid shadow. It's really fun. I don't use it all that often, but it is fun. And the Hard Candy Eye Def Eyeshadow Marker in Pony, another kind of smoky purpley taupe shade. The Merit Brush. I'm moving over to only using tubing mascaras. These are my two current tubing mascaras. I like to have a brown and a black. I have the e.l.f. Lash Extender in brown and the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water in black. And I really like both of these. They're so easy to remove. They don't flake, they don't smudge, they look beautiful on the lashes. It's everything I could want in a mascara. Loving both of those right now. And then I also am not loving this one. This is the Ciate Wonder Wand mascara. It's in the shade Black Magic. It looks nice on the lashes, but it's so crumbly and flaky. I keep my ABH Norvina palette in here. I love this palette. I think I have decided not to retire this palette at the end of this year and just keep panning it because I love it and it's actually performing just fine. I don't know what I was talking about a while ago when I said the mattes seem to be not blending as well. I don't know. The last time I used it, it was very easy to work with. I think as long as I set my eyeshadow primer, everything works great. I am not going to part with that because I really have no reason to. It's performing just fine. It's just my favorite palette. It is discontinued as well, so I want to enjoy it as long as I can. Then in here I have my current rotation of lip products. This is the Peach and Lily Collagen Cushion Peptide Lip Mask in the shade Sheer Peach. I've really been enjoying this. I do kind of feel a little bit lip balmed out. Like, I just have so many and they're all good, and this one does have a nice pretty sheer peach tint to it. Then I have the Kopari Lip Glossy in the shade Birthday Suit. This is something I'm trying to use up. I've already used so much of this. I've only had it for like a week. It's the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Gloss in Rosy Outlook. I am absolutely in love with these Lawless Forget the Filler lip glosses. I have the Say Lip Oil in Push. I really like this as a neutral brown lip oil. It has a nice amount of pigment to it as well. Rimmel Stay Glossy Lip Gloss in Bare Minimum is a great just like nude peachy pink gloss. Then I have the Estate Lip Thirst. I believe this is actually discontinued, sadly, in the shade Pina. It's a beautiful plummy berry shade. I really love it for the fall and winter. And then I also have in here one of my favorite e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shines in the shade Happy. Great sheer My Lips But Better tinted balm. Then I have the two lip liners that are in my current rotation. The Wet n Wild lip liner in Brandywine. It's a super long lip liner. I can't even get the whole thing in frame. It's a nice deep berry brown shade, but it is a little dry. And then the Koki lip liner in Nude, that's one of my favorites. I'm not as in love with it as I once was, but I do still really enjoy it. And the shade is like my perfect nude. That is what's in my current Shop My Stash rotation. Another thing I store here on top of my vanity is my collection of eyeliners. So these are all of my pencil eyeliners. Here I have the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Kohl eyeliner in black. Always good to have a black pencil liner on hand. I also have a navy and a olivey khaki shade from CoverGirl. These are from their Perfect Point Plus line. I have the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Overdrive, a beautiful green shade. I love that one. I have some pastel shades from the NYX Epic Wear liner sticks in Chill Blue and Periwinkle Pop. Two really fun colors I actually have on Periwinkle Pop today. It's more of a lavender. And then I also have the shade Rose Gold. This is beautiful for a little shimmer on the lower lash line. And the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in Silky Nude. I use this to brighten up the lower waterline. It's not the best for staying in the waterline, but then again, not very many eyeliners are. So next let's take a look at my Alex drawers. Here in the top I have my base products. So in this first section I have primers and foundations. I have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, the Glow Recipe Original Dewdrops, and the Hue Drops, which is like a bronzy version. I actually really love both of these. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is a great multitasker, but I like that it has some coverage in addition to that luminosity. It's just really, really handy to have. The Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation, I'm wearing this today and I'm reminded of how great it is. It is really just a lovely blurring foundation, and it has great staying power as well. This is another favorite, the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I love this one. This has lighter coverage, is a little bit glowy, and it's just so beautiful on the skin. And this I've mentioned before is an affordable alternative to the LYS if you want one. The CoverGirl Clean Invisible, it's like $7, and it's surprisingly really beautiful. It is light coverage, but just very skin-like. Then I have my concealers and correctors over here. The Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer. This one's pretty good. I like it. It's hydrating but has good coverage. So, I don't know, it has grown on me. The Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer I think is good. I still like the NYX Bear With Me better. That's my favorite. But this one, unfortunately, the shade's a little too deep, but I've actually found that mixing it with this Milani Conceal and Perfect Under Eye Brightener in Rose makes just the perfect shade. So that's what I've started doing, and that's been a great combo. And then I also have the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer. This one's okay. I don't love it as much as I used to. Then over here I have powders. I have the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder, I think is what it's called, in the shade Ultra Pink. It is Ultra Pink. Perhaps a little bit too pink for me, but I don't know. I also don't love the texture. It's kind of, it sticks together in clumps. Then there's the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I like that one as an all-over setting powder for the face. Then I have 2 shades of the e.l.f. Halo Glow loose powder. I have light and light pink. Love this powder so much, especially the light pink shade. It's beautiful on the under eyes. And then I also have, this is the Makeup Revolution Translucent Baking Powder, which I decanted because this is a really huge container, and I wanted a bigger lid to dump it into, so I have some in an old e.l.f. container. But this is a great, really affordable and really great bang for your buck loose powder. I do find it similar to the e.l.f. Light Halo Glow Powder. Then I also have the rest of my setting sprays in here. The Revolution Sport Fix. This is a great one, and it doesn't really have any fragrance to it, which is nice. The Flower Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray that's in a different bottle, and the Makeup Revolution Infinite Mattifying Setting Spray. All of these are really great setting sprays. Then in this drawer I have my cheek products. So here in this front section I have my bronzers. I have cream bronzers over here, cream and liquid. The NYX Wonder Stick in Fair. This is like a contour and highlighter stick. This is actually a really great product. The packaging's not the best, and the highlighter broke, so I had to smush it back down in there, which was annoying. But these are beautiful. They're creamy, but they stay in place really well, and they're also really blendable. So just a great kind of, I don't know, kind of a hidden gem at the drugstore. I think they got some buzz for a little while, but I haven't really heard much about them since. And I have the Glossier Cloud Paint in sale. I adore this. It is so beautiful. I haven't used it in a while, but I really want to get back to using it because it is the perfect bronzer, the perfect shade. It blends so easily. I feel like liquid bronzers can be kind of hard to work with, but not this one. Also in here I have the Revolution Bright Light Bronzing Drops in Scorched Light Medium. I really use this as a liquid bronzer. I don't really like it as bronzing drops. The e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in Feelin' Shady. I actually have hit pan on this. I'm not sure if you can tell. This is a great, really light, really cool toned, almost gray contour. Then I have my powder bronzers over here. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Bronzer in Frappe. I absolutely love this. For $1 bronzer, it is amazing. I have the itch to place another Shop Miss A order. I think I'm going to for Black Friday because I'm sure they have some kind of sale. Then this is the Sigma Matte Bronzer in the shade Light. A nice, very pale bronzer, which I love. It's like the only kind of bronzer I enjoy. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in Fair is an all-time favorite. This is about as fair as it gets that I've tried. I really love this one. Then in the next container, I have my cream and liquid blushes. I have 2 shades of the Ilia blush sticks. These are actually called the multi-stick. I have Dear Ruby, which is a beautiful, really vibrant red. These you can use on your cheeks and your lips. Also, the shade Dreamer, which I used today. This is a beautiful peachy nude. It's like an apricot shade. Another stick blush. This is the Milk Makeup Cream Blush Stick in Work. You can also use this on your lips. It's kind of similar to Dreamer from Ilia, that same kind of apricot, like reddish peach. So pretty. Both the Milk and the Ilia are kind of on the sheer buildable side, which I love. That's definitely my preference with cream blushes. Then I also have the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Peach Perfect. This is a perfect peach for me. It's super, super pale, but still you only need about 2 dots per cheek of this. It's very pigmented, super blendable, such a warm, gorgeous shade. Has really good staying power too. So love that. Also really love the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in Hope. This is another really beautiful kind of peachy rose color. I love slightly warm peachy pink blushes. They're just the best. And this is a mini size. I definitely really like the Rare Beauty blush, but if you want to save some money, I do think the e.l.f. ones are really, really good as well for a much lower price. And speaking of low prices, this is a really affordable blush from AOA Studio. It's the Paw Paw Plush Blush in the shade Cumulus. Such a pretty watermelon red. This is another very sheer buildable blush, kind of almost like a watercolor feeling blush. Really, really pretty. I have the Minori Cream Blush in Scarlet as well. This is a beautiful warm red. I love red blush. It's my favorite. I'm glad that it's having a moment finally. The Tower 28 Cream Blush in Magic Hour. This is such a classic. I just absolutely love this warm nude peach shade. This is the Sigma Cream Blush in the shade Pashmina, a beautiful coral. This is so fun for when I want a little bit of a brighter pop of color on the cheeks. And this is another just really, really user-friendly cream blush. I do have two shades of the Lawless cream blushes. On the left is Angel and on the right is Gumdrop. These are really nice. They have kind of a matte blurring sort of finish, whereas a lot of my cream blushes are more on the glowy side. Another really easy to work with formula, kind of sheer and buildable. Then in this third container, I have powder blushes and powder highlighters. This is the Koki Soft Gradient Blush in Bellissima. It's no longer a gradient because I repressed it. I sadly think I ruined this. I think repressing it actually kind of messed it up somehow, but the shade just has not been the same. It almost has like a pinkness to it that was never there before, and I'm not enjoying it. Love this one, the Flower Beauty powder blush in Sweet Pea. Such a pretty dusty light pink. Another one I love, this is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush in Shimmery Rose. A really light pearlescent pink, so pretty. I also have two shades of the Milani Baked Blush. These are a classic for a reason. On the top I have Luminoso and on the bottom I have Berry Amore. I love these. I would say I like Berry Amore slightly better than Luminoso. Luminoso sometimes can almost be a little too glowy for me. Then we're into powder highlighters. This is the Estate highlighter in Lit. Really beautiful light champagne golden shade. I love this highlighter, very underrated. This is the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in Monster. It's like a white to pink duochrome. Really, really fun. This is a new brand, Spark Cosmetics. It's the Camera Ready Cosmetics in-house brand. It's this gorgeous white shade, but it's completely transparent, so there's no frostiness to it. It's just like a transparent silvery dewiness. It's stunning. Ooh, I definitely need to pull this into one of my winter everyday makeup drawers. That would be so fun. Then I have two shades of the Aether Beauty highlighters. On the left is Pink Diamond Dust and on the right is Pure Diamond Dust. These are stunning. They sadly don't sell these anymore, but these are some of my all-time favorite, like more glittery highlighters. In this next drawer, I have all my lip products. I definitely have the most in the gloss category, but here I have some lip liners. I have my two Jones Road lip liners in the shades Mauve and Nudist. Absolutely love these. They're kind of blurring. That's what I love so much about this kind of like pencil formula. Another wooden pencil formula I really like is the Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil. I have the shade Happy. This is a little bit firmer than the Jones Road, but just as blurring. And this is such a fun, like, light red shade. This is a nice, really light peach lip liner. It's the AOA Studio lip liner in the shade Satin. Then I also have in here the Nude Sticks Nude Screen Lip Primer SPF 30. I don't know if this is quite the product for me, but since it's marketed as a lip primer, I keep it with my lip liners. Then here I have my absolute favorite category, which is lip gloss. I have some SPF lip glosses over here. I have the e.l.f. Sun Boss Gloss in the shade Blush Much. This is my favorite SPF lip product, but I also really like this In Beauty Project Sun Balm SPF 30 in the shade Latte. It's a bit of a thicker gloss, a little bit more pigmented than the e.l.f., but really nice and nourishing on the lips. I have two Ciate lip oils, the Watermelon Burst and the Bronze Glow. These are both really nice. The Watermelon Burst is good if you want a clear one. The Bronze Glow has a little bit of a bronze tint and like some golden shimmer to it, but this is one of my favorite lip oil textures. It actually feels like a lip oil, but it's thick enough to actually last on your lips. I also have three Lawless Forget the Filler lip glosses in here, in addition to the one in my everyday makeup drawer like you saw. Here I have Cherry Vanilla, Nudie, and Juicy Watermelon. This one has different packaging for some reason, I'm not sure why, but this is my all-time favorite lip gloss formula. It's It's so good. Very thick, but very, very plumping. The Ciate Dewy Gloss in the shade Heartbeat. This one's kind of fun. Kind of a fun coral shade. The CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss in You're Just Jelly. I really like the scent of this, but the formula to me is like just another gloss, you know? The Ciate Pump Plump. This one's really nice. I really like Ciate lip products, I've found. Then I have two Tarte lip products. This is the Maracuja Juicy Lip Mini in the shade Hibiscus. You can see there. Nice rosy color. And the Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in White Peach. This is the Sigma Renew Lip Oil in the shade Tint. I really like the shade of this. It's very sheer. Really just feels like a lip gloss to me. Like, it doesn't really feel like a lip oil, but I do enjoy it. Then back here I have some lip stains. The Kaja, this one I really like. The Kaja in Peach Fizz. It has like the cute little charm on it. The e.l.f. Glossy Lip Stain in Coral Cutie. That's a really fun orange one. These don't have the longest lasting stains because they're not that reddish pink color, but I like the shades a lot more than that reddish pink color. This is the Amuse Dew Tint in the shade Soul Soul, which is another like peachy lip stain. Then back here I have my bullet lipsticks as well as some tinted balms. I have the BK Beauty lipstick in the shade Grace. I really like that one for a light neutral nude. Then for a bright red, I need to pull this one into my everyday makeup drawer for the holidays. This is the Revolution lipstick in the shade Vibe Red. It is so vibrant. That really is a pretty accurate representation of the color on that sticker. I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine in Cheery. This is a really fun orangey coral shade. This is a fun one that is sadly discontinued. Well, the whole brand is discontinued. The Bite Lip Crayon in Stinger. Such a fun, almost neon red coral. Then I have, this I almost feel like is a lighter version of Bite Stinger. It's the Queen Musea lipstick in the shade Dorian. Really beautiful light coral. Just such a unique shade. Not something you see every day. And of course, the packaging is breathtaking. This is the AOA Studio Bombshell in the shade Kitten. It's a red tinted balm. Another SPF lip product. I did a big lip SPF showdown earlier this year. This is the Supergoop Lip Shade in the shade High Five. It's a really bright, like terracotta. It's really vibrant. I don't know how much use I'm gonna get out of it. The e.l.f. O-Face Satin Lipstick in No Doubt. I love this one for a nice like warm brown nude for the fall. And then I have two of my absolute favorite tinted lip balms. The Jones Road Tinted Lip in Mauve and the Revi Beauty Effortless Lip in Lily. Both of these are just such easy My Lips But Better lip shades. Then in this bottom drawer, I have a lot of eyeshadows, palettes, as well as single and cream shadows. Like I said, stay tuned for my eyeshadow palette collection video. That'll be a separate video because it would take so long to go through all of these. But I do like to kind of have these stored by brand. So here I have Nomad palettes. I have some Sigma here, my one Natasha Denona, Urban Decay, Flower Beauty, few kind of oddballs, Kaja, Essence, Unleasha, Aether. I have my Alter Ego palettes here, Odin's Eye, my one Odin's Eye, some Ace Boutte palettes, and then a What's Up Beauty palette. Then here I have my collection of magnetic singles. I have this big Cleona palette filled with a bunch of magnetic shades. Most of those are deep potted, but I have some ColourPop singles in there as well. Also have some larger Clarity singles in this magnetic palette. Then back here in this container, I have all of my potted singles and eyeshadow sticks. I have three e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks in Rose Gold, Magnetic Pull, and Copper Chic. I love these. They definitely do require an eyeshadow primer for me. Then also the Hard Candy eyeshadow stick in Stoned, and the Kaja Wink Dazzle. It's like a eyeshadow stick and a glitter stamp, like 2-in-1. Really pretty beige color. I have an eyeshadow duo in here. This is the What's Up Beauty eyeshadow duo in Latitude. Another liquid shadow. This is the LA Girl Dream Glitter in Rose Gold. Then I have my potted singles here. The Merit Solo shadow in Studio. I actually really like this, even though I didn't like the deeper shade. This is the shade Studio. It's a nice pinky beige. This shade in particular is easy to work with. Their deeper shades are very patchy. You do need an eyeshadow primer under this. Two ColourPop Super Shock shadows in Ritz and A Little Quirky. Absolutely love both of these for either one and done shades or as toppers. They're both so sparkly and gorgeous. Another sparkly gorgeous shade is the Flower Beauty Chrome Crush Pressed Pigment in the shade Quartz. It's so, so pretty. The e.l.f. No Budge Cream Shadow in the shade Wildflower is beautiful, especially in the springtime. I love this shade. I do have to top it with a powder shadow if I want it to stay put. This is the Danessa Myricks Infinite Chrome Flakes in the shade Strobe Light. You can see really, really pretty multi-chrome flakes. Great as a topper. They're so interesting. The texture of these is just so interesting. They're like these foil flakes of varying sizes. I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Shadow in Rose Gold in here. This is pretty. I don't think it's worth the price, but it's pretty. I enjoy it. The Ulta Beauty Lustrous Foil Eyeshadow in Rose Gold Leaf. They sadly don't sell this anymore, but this is such a beautifully textured foil glitter shadow. Great topper. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting to take a little peek at my collection. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out Ana Luisa's Black Friday sale, linked down below. And another huge thank you to all of my current patrons and channel members. If you would like to join the fun, those are also always linked down below. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye!